Let's talk construction, folks. It's hard work, no doubt, but it's also about working smart. That's where productivity ratios come in. These numbers tell us how much we're getting done and how efficiently we're doing it. In simple terms, it's about the output for every unit of input. Think of it like baking. If you can bake 12 cookies with one batch of dough, that's your productivity ratio. Now imagine you want to build a house. You need to know how much work can be done by your crew, your tools, and in a specific amount of time. Productivity ratios are the secret ingredient to finishing projects on time and within budget. They help us track progress, identify bottlenecks, and make better decisions. And trust me, in the world of construction, knowledge is power. Now let's get our hands dirty and delve into the specifics of these ratios, starting with the difference between manual labor and the machinery we use to make jobs easier. In the Philippines, we often see a mix of manual labor and machinery on construction sites. Each has its own rhythm, its own pace, and that's reflected in their productivity ratios. Manual labor is all about manpower. Think of a group of workers digging a trench with shovels. Their output is measured by how much earth they move per hour. It's tough, sweaty work, and the ratios reflect that. Now bring in an excavator. This beast of a machine can move mountains compared to a shovel. Its productivity ratio will be significantly higher because it's faster, stronger, and doesn't need to take breaks. Understanding these differences is crucial for planning. Sometimes manual labor makes sense. Other times it's more efficient to bring in the big guns. It all comes down to the specific task, the terrain, and the budget. Alright, let's break down some key productivity ratios in construction. We'll keep it real and relatable to the everyday work happening across the Philippines. Excavation is a good place to start. Say you're digging a foundation for a house. A common unit of measure is cubic meters per day. A small team with shovels might move 5 cubic meters per day. An excavator, however, could easily handle 50 cubic meters in the same time frame. Next up, backfilling. This is about putting the dirt back once the foundation is set. Again, you're looking at cubic meters per day. The ratios here will depend on the equipment used, the soil type, and access to the site. Then there's trenching for pipes and cables. This is measured in linear meters per day. A crew digging by hand might average 10 meters per day, while a trencher could rip through 100 meters. These are just a few examples. There are specific ratios for pouring concrete, laying bricks, installing rebar, and every other task under the construction sun. Section 4. Numbers. Tell the story, productivity in action. Hold on to your hard hats, folks, because we're about to crunch some numbers. Let's imagine we're building a perimeter wall for a new factory in Batangas. Constructing a concrete block wall 2 meters high, 100 meters long, 4 skilled masons, 2 laborers, concrete blocks, mortar tools. Complete the wall within 5 days. Now let's say industry standards tell us that a crew like this should be able to lay about 10 square meters of block wall per day. That means they can lay 10 meters of our 2-meter high wall each day. Here's the catch. After the first 2 days, we've only got 12 meters of wall standing. Why? Maybe the mortar mix is wrong or there's a delay in material deliveries. Whatever the reason, our productivity ratio is off and we're behind schedule. This is where tracking and understanding these ratios becomes vital. It allows us to spot problems early on, make adjustments, and keep the project on track. Section 5. Working smarter, not harder ratios for efficiency. Now let's talk about how understanding these ratios can actually save you time, money, and a whole lot of headaches. Firstly, accurate ratios during the planning phase mean more accurate budgets. You can estimate your labor, materials, and equipment needs more effectively, avoiding nasty surprises down the line. Secondly, tracking productivity ratios helps you identify bottlenecks. Is one team consistently behind? Is a particular task slowing everything down? These ratios act like a diagnostic tool, highlighting areas for improvement. Third, and this is crucial, understanding these ratios allows you to make informed decisions about mechanization. Sometimes investing in a piece of equipment, even if it seems costly up front, can drastically increase productivity and save money in the long run. Finally, using these ratios can help you optimize your workforce. You can allocate manpower more efficiently, ensuring that you have the right people with the right skills in the right place at the right time. Section 6. Building a better future of the Philippine construction landscape. The Philippines is booming. New buildings are sprouting up everywhere you look. And with this growth comes a responsibility to build smarter and more efficiently. Understanding and utilizing productivity ratios is not just about numbers on a page. It's about empowering Filipino construction workers, from the laborers to the foremen, to work smarter, not harder. By embracing these tools, we can improve project outcomes, increase profitability, and ultimately, contribute to building a stronger and more prosperous Philippines, brick by brick, ratio by ratio.